All right, I want to talk a little bit about Bitboy. You guys know I'm fascinated with Bitboy. The whole Bitboy saga, Ben Armstrong getting thrown out of his company a couple months ago. The company he created, the company he started. Apparently, some business partners, they got control of the company. They said Ben Armstrong was crazy, stealing money, blah, blah, blah. So they threw him out. And I always said, I'm not a big fan of Ben Armstrong. I feel like he's done a lot of damage to the crypto community, but I just don't know how you can take the founder of a company and just who owns like 80%, 70% stake in the company and just throw him out of the company. It never made any sense to me. And I always said that, Ben Armstrong is kind of like the talent of that company or of the whole Bitboy thing. And there's really no reason to watch these other guys who are on the Bitboy channel, like DZ, TJ, all these other guys are such bores. They're such bores. And anyway, so this article is from 3 weeks ago. And then I want to get into the meat of it, which was I was listening to Ben Armstrong's live stream today. And he really goes into deep. He's really talking about an upcoming court case coming up tomorrow, and he thinks he's probably going to get his company back, blah, blah, blah. He's talking about how TJ and all these guys might go to jail. I don't know if that's true or not, but I was absolutely fascinated. So this is from 3 weeks ago. Ben Bitboy Armstrong calls himself a victim in the latest court filing. The lawsuit claims former colleagues took control of Armstrong's account on Twitter for the express purpose of publicly harassing and embarrassing and intimidating him. The crypto YouTuber Ben Armstrong, formerly known as Bitboy, has sued former colleagues over an alleged stolen Lamborghini and alleged racketeering activities involving threats and a conspiracy to deprive him of the vehicle, according to a filing in Georgia. Armstrong was previously ousted from his media company, Bitboy Crypto, following a decision by the company that produced the channel, which led to him dropping the Bitboy moniker. So you guys all know the story. I mean, there's so much to talk about with him, with his side chick and him trying to get that Lamborghini back and all that good stuff. And, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Ben Armstrong, but I do feel like he was wronged in this situation. Ben Armstrong was making crypto videos by himself. When I first got into crypto in 2017, Ben Armstrong was essentially like me, making crypto videos in his basement, just him, nobody else. And eventually he built his channel up to a few 100,000 subscribers. I mean, he was really popular. And I know he showed a lot of scams and all that, but he was really popular. And then just a couple years ago, he brings in these guys, TJ's dad, and a bunch of other people who were essentially just his friends, and he gives them a 20 or 30% stake in the company. I guess, it was probably a bad idea, but I guess Ben kind of assumed, hey, look, I'm giving them 20, 30% stake, so I still own the majority, so they can't, I don't know, throw me out of the company and take away my Twitter and kick me off the YouTube channel. I mean, you would think, and well, that's exactly what they did. And I always said, they're not going to get away with it. I mean, that's a really shitty thing to do. If anything, they should have just quit. But you really can't steal the man. You can't steal the man's company. This, to me, this is blatant. You're stealing the man's company. And I was always perplexed by it. But listening to his live stream today, he talks a little bit about it, and I found it to be entertaining. So let's listen to just the last 10, 15 minutes where he's talking about what's going down and a court hearing coming up tomorrow. And let's see what's going on.
Let's see. Ben, will you be getting most of your portfolio back from Discover Up Crypto? I should. Well, guys, I'm going to have all the options. I'm going to be able to decide whether I want the company back or whether I want to let them have it and take all the tax burdens. That's basically my decision here. Because they are not in a good spot, and they know it, and it's all falling apart for them, and they can see it, and it's gonna, can we get some drama, please? Look, the drama here, the drama is that there are a lot of people over there at Hit Network. They're about to be hit with a rude awakening very soon, and it's going to be much more expansive than the people that we named on a lawsuit. So. The long and the short of it is we have a new lawsuit that's going to be coming, and that lawsuit is going to blow the current one away, and it's going to make it very difficult for a lot of people over there. And they're going to, we were talking about it yesterday, Justin, which is, guys, this is not the drama show, obviously. But you and I were talking about this yesterday because some stuff happened yesterday that's really, 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 really extremely good for us. And we were saying that how, like, basically we are the survivors from over there. None of those people that work at Hit Network will ever work in crypto again. How could you? How could they? When you literally had, was it Arculus that was on their show? Was it just yesterday that Arculus was on their show? Visiting in real life?
That's a recent development, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Arculus. Hey, guys. Let's keep.
Also, I want to mention how yesterday we were talking about this, and I made a video about 2 or 3 months ago, and I said that I guarantee you on that Discovery crypto channel, within the next couple months, they're going to probably lay off half their staff. I mean, just common sense stuff. Yesterday, it came out that they did fire somebody, and also, if you look at the comments here, apparently they fired a bunch of other people too. Here's one of the comments. They are firing people like crazy at Hit Network. I mean, they do get decent views over there, like 16,000 views, 20,000 views. I mean, I'd be very thankful to get that kind of views because I hardly get any views. But 16,000 views and you have a staff of 30, that's just not going to cut it. Plus, they have to pay all those guys. They have to pay guys like DZ and all these other guys to do a show. And I'm sure they're paying them pretty good money. And they also lost a lot of sponsorships that, including the stake.com that went back over to Ben's channel. So things do seem to be falling apart over at that Discovery Crypto channel, as we predicted on this channel. Just when we predicted it, basically the day after all this happened, after we finished making fun of Ben and shitting on him, we basically said Discovery is going to collapse because Ben is the talent.
Teach people responsible crypto custody with a hardware wallet to keep your crypto safe, and let's go on the show of people that literally stole a man who built the channel and all of his crypto. Arculus, wake up. I will never, ever, ever say a positive thing about Arculus, ever. They are dead to me. What they did by going on that show is show their true colors. They don't give a flip. I wanted to say it, but I didn't.
Good restraint, man.
That was good restraint. I almost did. I don't give a flip about their opinions on storage of individuals' assets when they are actively working with and promoting by being on their show a channel that literally stole my crypto. Like, guys, it's not rocket science here. Arculus is pathetic. And like, I definitely fired off a tweet last week to a lot of these wallet companies warning them there's going to be a big backlash for you working with. First of all, take the newsflash. No one else will work with them. They have zero sponsors. I know that for 100% sure. Unless Arculus paid them, which I don't even think Arculus probably paid them.
That's an interesting tidbit, which I kind of predicted as well. Now, of course, this is all coming from Ben Armstrong, so who knows if he's full of shit or not, but I do believe he probably has the inside scoop. I do believe that over there at Discovery, they probably lost like 95% of their sponsors. And like I said, a lot of sponsors went over to Ben Armstrong's channel. So this was all predictable to me. And like I said, I'm taking it with a grain of salt because we don't know what's going to come out with this hearing and whatever with Ben Armstrong. He could be full of shit, but it does look like Discovery will not be around much longer, and Ben might get his channel back. So let's see.
They probably just went and visited, and TJ's trying to beg them to pay him money when nobody else will. But the fact is that you can't teach responsible custody. And guys, if you can't tell the way that Hit Network and the CFO, Tim Shedd, managed the crypto, not only stealing from me over there multiple times, not only that, but also by losing all of our money on Celsius, which I don't even know if that's true. He may have stolen the money. We may not have even lost it. Who knows? But anything is possible at this point. But the whole thing is that Discover Crypto is the exact thing that you should not be watching for advice on crypto. Like, literally. Everything over there was done wrong. And yes, I was in charge of all of it. I thought I was the owner, right? That's what we thought. But you guys can see I've been manipulated the entire time. If you guys cannot tell what was going on, is those people started stealing from me from day one. And they manipulated me from day one. From day one, I can tell you about when Justin Williams used one of the people at the rehab he was running when he first started working for me to try to create a alternate channel to mine. One day I was watching the show and I was like, who is this Crypto Juice guy? Who is this guy? Well, he's using my pillows in the background. He's using my exact setup in the background. He's using my exact same kind of phrases and scripts. He's talking about the exact same coins I'm talking about. He's delivering the news in the exact same way that I'm doing it. And I saw the thumbnails and I thought to myself, hey, you know what? Those thumbnails look exactly like them.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. So like I said this before, what you have in this situation is guys like this TJ and all the other people over there at the former Bitboy channel. They essentially latched on to Ben because they saw that he was talented and that he could make them some money. If you watch these guys over at the Discovery Channel, and I'm not trying to be mean because, you know, it's just a fact. Like this guy DZ and TJ and all these guys on the Discovery Crypto Channel, they're like not very good at what they do. They have absolutely no background at making money in crypto. And they're also really stupid. And I'm not trying to be mean, but they really seem like gas station attendant type IQ levels. And I wouldn't be surprised if even that guy DZ was working at the gas station before they even snagged him up. They just seem like trailer trash to me. Now, Ben, on the other hand, you know, I'm not saying he's the classiest individual in the world, but he is talented. And that's the one thing, with all his flaws, Ben Armstrong's flaws, and he has a lot of them, he's very talented, and he was the star of the show, and I don't know, even though like Ben is kind of a scammer, it pissed me off that these guys totally took advantage of him. Like they obviously just tried to pull the company out from under him.
The juice guy. Who is this guy? Well, he's using my pillows in the background. He's using my exact setup in the background. He's using my exact same kind of phrases and scripts. He's talking about the exact same coins I'm talking about. He's delivering the news in the exact same way that I'm doing it. And I saw the thumbnails and I thought to myself, hey, you know what? Those thumbnails look exactly like mine. And then I realized that we had just started using Steven, who they just fired, TJ's first hire over there. They just fired Steven Polizzi over there, the graphic designer. They fired him. I'm sure because they're running out of money, and you know TJ always told me Steven was completely useless. Regretted putting him in leadership from day one, obviously. And now he's gone, and he tried to be loyal to TJ. And TJ cashed a bunch of, attempted to write a bunch of checks to these people that he couldn't cash. I care about the families. I care about the families over there. I care so much about the families. Yeah, TJ, you have broken every single one of those families because they're all losing their jobs for 100%.
Wow.
There's no question about it. And now they're falling off like flies. They're falling off like flies as you are firing people because you have to, because you have no money, because you made a really stupid decision, because you've been jealous of me. And TJ, I do want you to know that 100% what I told you the last time I ever texted you was correct. I am the alpha, and you will never be able to carry my jockstrap.
Oh,
find that out.
Wow.
Very, very, very soon.
This is pretty brutal. I like it.
This is not going well for you. And this week, it's about to get much worse. By Tuesday night, you should be in jail.
Woo!
By Tuesday night,
wow,
you should be in jail. Because let me tell you, bud, what we have now, it's over for you. It is for sure. So I'm very confident in saying that. And there's a reason I'm saying that publicly, because if that doesn't happen, there's something extremely wrong has gone on, and there's corruption. Because when you have 100% proof of crimes like we have, and it's not paid attention to, and these are not arbitrary crimes, these are felonies, then people are going to start paying attention. And what I want is next Tuesday, when Carlos and TJ most likely go to jail by 6 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon, I want everybody to know that there needs to be an outcry. There needs to be a protest at that Hit Network building. There needs to be a protest.
Anyway, so I just find this to be absolutely fascinating. I try to follow Ben Armstrong every couple of days when I can. And this is some good inside baseball with the trial coming up. Ben Armstrong seems very confident that they got some good dirt on these guys over there at Hit Network. Like I said, we got to take it with a grain of salt. This is Ben Armstrong. He might be a crackhead for all we know. He might be just high on something right now. But everything we predicted on this channel, Discovery Crypto going down, firing people, not getting the views, it was just common sense. And I always said to myself, like, how can these guys over at Discovery Crypto think that they can survive without Ben Armstrong when he's the talent? Like, it's like, I don't know. It's like taking your son who's really good at Little League baseball and putting him up against like an MLB player. Like, that's what it is. Look, Ben Armstrong has a talent, whether you like him or not. I think Ben Armstrong should serve time in jail for some of the scams that he promoted. I think the SEC should absolutely be coming after him. I think he's done a lot of damage to the cryptocurrency community. And the sad thing about it is Ben Armstrong really didn't need to do all that. He didn't need to promote all those scams, because when he just plays it clean, like he's doing right now, he's very entertaining. So maybe Ben Armstrong will learn his lesson in the future and not take that easy money by promoting the scams and getting people wrecked, because all he has to do is do a normal live stream. Look, he has 11,000 views on this live stream from 6 hours ago. This might even be more, because I've had this window open for the last couple hours because I was going to do a video about it. Like, he's just absolutely killing it. Like, they beat him to the ground. He got locked up, put in jail. All the news articles are saying Ben Armstrong, it's over, he's done, he's destitute. His wife left him, filed for divorce. And even with all that, the guy is like on top of it. Like, he's on top of it, destroying these guys over there at Discovery. And if what he's saying is true, the end might be near for this Discovery Network and TJ Shedd and all these guys. And like I said, those guys over there, poor white trash from Alabama. If it wasn't for these crypto channels, they'd be like selling used cars. They'd be like working at the gas station. I mean, that's just what they are. They're just losers with no talent. Ben Armstrong, with all his issues, he does have a talent. So we'll be following this. I just felt like I had to make a video because this is really interesting stuff that he's talking about on his live stream today. And like I said, I mean, I like his live streams now. There's no scammy stuff. He's not shilling scam tokens or promoting leverage trading. He basically just talks about crypto. What did I say the day after all this happened? I said, Ben Armstrong, all you got to do is get a computer, do a live stream every day, just talk about crypto, go back to the shit you were doing in 2017 when I first got into crypto and I was watching your channel, and you will destroy that Discovery crypto channel. They have 30 employees over there. They have plenty of money. They're in that big building that costs millions of dollars. And even with all that, they're firing people and they're not doing too well because, like I said, you are the talent. And you can't buy talent. You can't buy talent. Talent is talent. You can't, you can't take somebody who's non-athletic and make them a professional football player. You can't take somebody with the personality of a squid and make them a stand-up comic. And just like with Ben, he's an entertainer. If I ran a TV network, I'd give him a reality show. But anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow or in the coming days. I'm really interested to see what happens. And me personally, I hope Ben Armstrong prevails and takes out this Discovery crypto and gets his Lambo back and gets everything he worked for back. Now, like I said, I still think Ben Armstrong should have to pay the piper, pay back millions of dollars for all the scams he promoted, maybe even serve jail time for the scams he promoted. But with all that said, he did create it. He did create the business. And like I said, I've been watching Ben Armstrong since 2017 when he was making videos in his basement with no production value. And to have these losers come in and latch onto him and steal his company pissed me the fuck off. I mean, it was just like unbelievable. Anyway, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.